Feel like healthy love keeps slipping through your fingers? Let's become more aware of the patterns and the ways that you might be pushing love away subconsciously so that you have a much smoother dating and relationship experience once and for all. Meet Amanda. Amanda is a career-focused, purpose-driven woman who loves to travel, sightseeing, and getting out into the outdoors. Amanda was married for a really long time. And ever since getting back into the dating game, she feels so discouraged. She loves her life, but everyone she meets seems to be more of a hassle than anything else. Either they're really interesting at the onset, but then they pull away as things get good, or they seem intimidated by her independence and self-reliance. She thinks to herself, how will I find him? That's someone that is a great match to her lifestyle and her desire for passion. Now, meet Jack. Jack is an expat entrepreneur who has traveled the world and loves his freedom. He's finally where he wants to be in life, and yet he dreams of having a special human to share it all with. Jack always seems to meet women who start off cool, but then he quickly feels smothered by them. Like no matter what he does, it's never enough. He's built a life on his terms, and he's not really willing to change his whole life, his whole personality, or desires to be in partnership. He thinks to himself, how do I find her? That woman who accepts me for who I am, has her own life, yet loves physical connection, who is playful and fun, yet emotionally self-reliant. Now, the scenarios you just heard were assigned to specific genders, but this is not always the case. The roles can sometimes be completely reversed, or sometimes you can find two people of similar roles in your specific situation. In today's video, we're going to be doing two main things. The first is to start to become more aware of what limiting beliefs or internal stories we carry that are preventing us from having a really smooth experience in dating and love. And we're going to be changing those stories into something that is far more empowering. The second is starting to become more aware of all the ways we might be pushing potential healthy love away without even realizing it or before it even gets started. So let's explore some of the potential stories that may exist without even realizing it. This is something that I did for myself a while back when I just came out of my divorce, and I was so shocked at the types of beliefs that I had that were truly hindering my capacity to experience the love that I wanted. So here are some examples of stories that might be keeping you in pattern repeat mode in your dating or love life. See if any of these create a reaction in your body when I say it and you're like, oh yeah, that's me. Take note of those because these are important. Stories like, there are no good men, women, humans out there for me. Stories like, I am not enough this or not enough that, not tall enough, not rich enough, not pretty enough, those kinds of stories. Stories like, I'm too old to find love now, or I have children and so nobody's going to love me, or I'm too broken or complicated to find the love that I want. This is a very common one. Another story is, people just want me for my XYZ, money, body, beauty. And another common one is, I am not easy enough or lovable enough. Whatever beliefs or limiting stories we hold at the forefront will have a tremendous impact on the actions that we take, the reactions that we have, the decisions that we make in our love and dating life, right? And shifting this into a far more empowering belief or story is one of the most potent and impactful ways that you can create change in the way that you experience your love and your dating life. Remember from the last video, awareness is power, and it could not be more true in this case. Let's take our characters, Jack and Amanda, as an example for this situation. Amanda has felt really underwhelmed by the selection of men out there. She has a very strong subconscious belief that there are no good available people out there that will suit her ambitious personality and lifestyle desires. When Amanda meets someone and there's a connection, her expectation is that it won't work out anyways. He's interested now, but probably won't be for very long. Therefore, her actions and decisions are based on this reality that she has, in essence, created in her mind based on past experiences and beliefs. This is her pattern, and she is in part responsible for the repeating of this cycle. Amanda has now become aware of this internal story, and is determined to shift things. She is choosing another way. Her new narrative is, out of 8 billion people on the planet, there are many ideal options for her out there that find her personality and lifestyle exactly right for them. And it's only a matter of time before they find each other. Don't you love that? Now her actions and decisions will be based off of this. Can you see how Amanda's dating experience can be far greater and very, very different now that it's based on a far more empowering story and belief? Now let's take a look at Jack. Jack has been single for a while, since his last long-term relationship. He's content alone, he's got great friends and an active lifestyle, but he often wishes he could walk in the door after a run to this beautiful woman who adores him and who can't get enough of him. Jack believes he's too complicated for the kind of woman and relationship he craves. Like the perfect woman who truly accepts him for who he is just a fairy tale. Because of this belief, Jack enjoys the time he has early on with a woman, but after a while, he feels himself drop in effort. He starts to place his focus and attention on other things, sometimes even other women. This is Jack's pattern, and he is ready to shift things in 2025. Jack has now become aware of his internal beliefs and has chosen a new path. There absolutely is such a thing as the woman that suits his desires, charming character, and lifestyle. In fact, there are many out there waiting to find him too. Can you see how this new perspective will help Jack make very different choices moving forward? And now it's your turn. What are your biggest limiting stories or beliefs around love, dating, and relationships? Choose one to start working with in 2025 and watch as you start healing it for good. Have you chosen your main story? Great. Come with me and we'll work on it together. The first thing we're going to do is find a much more empowering narrative for you to work with. Now we can do this in a few ways. The first is to reverse the story. So for example, if your limiting belief is that there are no good men, women, or humans out there for you, reverse the story into, remember there are 8 billion people on the planet and a huge actual selection for you. The second way is to start searching your own personal history, your friends' relationships, or your environment for proof of a far more empowering narrative than what you originally thought. If, for example, you hold the belief that you are too short, too tall, your body is not right, look around in your city when you walk. Do you see couples that are only thin and perfect together? Absolutely not. We see couples of all sizes, age ranges, belief systems. Love exists for all. Now that you've discovered your new empowering narrative, you're going to do a few things to really help bring this home and start to incorporate it into your daily life. I want you to write it down on a piece of paper and post it somewhere that you see often. It can be on the front door of your fridge, it can be above your desk, it can be next to your bed when you wake up and go to sleep in the evening. And now the point of this is for you to start embodying this reality little by little, day by day, until it becomes a reality. So of course, you've just shifted this new narrative. You may not believe it at 100% yet, and that's completely okay. Share your new narrative with us in the comments below so that we can cheer you on. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you're enjoying it, and comment below with any kind of realizations you've had throughout this video. Now, in the next video coming up, you're going to take everything you've learned from video 1 and video 2 of the Find Love in 2025 series. I'm going to be sharing with you some practical tips that you can use in your dating apps so that you can start reaping the rewards of this new magnetic attraction to the right people you're desiring to experience love with. So if you already know that you would love to dive deeper into this particularly sticky topic for you and you want a more personalized experience, be sure to follow the link in the description to see the services that I'm offering right now, and let's work together on this. I can't wait to see you in the next video. And now it's your turn. And now you. Content.